we were just on the flat part up on the top of Sugarloaf or Power Line, whatever you call it, and you know, I kept seeing the pink and black stringies and for marking the course, and I thought there was a right, and so I braked really hard because I was in first position, and a couple of guys, I think the guy behind me went around me, but then Todd must not have seen me, and he plowed me from behind, and I hit pretty hard. I haven't crashed that hard in a while. I didn't care, you know, like 20 miles to go, I didn't care if we were an hour behind or if I was a half an hour ahead. I just wanted to get it done. I mean, and counting every foot to go, every mile, 2 miles to go, 1 mile to go. I mean, it was just torturous, and only when I crossed the line did I even think about it. But you know, I'm happy and very proud to have broken the record. I think you know, partly because JHK was so strong and the other guys were so strong that I was able to break the record.
You know, when we hit the bottom of Columbine, I felt pretty good, but Levi was definitely riding really well. I was happy to stay with him for a while, and then I kind of had to back off. I was just trying to conserve a little bit, but then I felt better, I think, as we hit like the higher altitudes, and I was able to catch back up. And I was really, really happy to go over a climb like that with him. Be able to, you know, stay with a Tour de France podium guy on something like that, and so kind of, you know, made a
we don't go that high in the Tour.
made a, you know, pretty good effort at the top, and tried to do a, you know, a fast but safe descent, which was kind of borderline. But it was you know, that was really what I think set up the second half of the race, was being able to go make that split over the top of the climb and be able to ride together with someone, you know, back through that middle part. And I felt pretty good actually, until we hit the power line climb, and then I knew it was going to be hard. I rode it last week, and it was even harder than I thought it was going to be. But I stayed on my bike the whole way and kind of just. I really turned myself inside out on that climb, because I figured if I kept it close, I might be able to catch back up on the descent. But I was, you know, just it was pure suffering from there to the end.
So many people are riding it that there's almost a groove around it. I mean, there's some rocky places too, but there's some places where it's really fast. And the rains we've had have, and then people have been riding on it, and then it's dried out. So it was like pavement in a lot of places. So the course was really fast. The traction wasn't quite as good as it has been the last couple of years, but I think the surface rolled a little faster. And the winds we had some wicked headwinds, but we also had some really favorable tailwinds too. Like going up Turquoise Lake was a tailwind. That was as easy as that's ever been, and it wasn't easy. And then the Boulevard at the end had a nice tailwind too. But it was a really fun race. I mean, it stayed together basically to Twin Lakes feed zone. These guys probably told you that, like it usually does, and then it blew up, and I couldn't ride with any of these guys. But it wasn't like last year. I mean, Lance put 10 minutes on me on that climb, and these guys eventually got that, but not in that one climb. But you know, it's pretty cool seeing these kind of riders at the Leadville 100, and I don't know. They don't sound like they want to come back though.
Not right now.
It'll gel in a couple days.